going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 26 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got episode number 13 of the No Money Spent Squad series, and we're going to be hoping for a lucky number 13 because we're starting this episode out with a pack opening, and I don't know if I'm very excited about doing this, nervous. I don't know if I should be doing this, to be honest, because I do expect us to jump up to 87 overall champions this week, which means my training become very valuable if we get 87 plus packs for whatever new promos we're going to see. But I'm currently recording, it's Sunday morning, and we have a brand new 87 overall LTD Vince Young in packs, along with Brian Dawkins and Gerald McCoy as the brand new alumni cards, and we got 4.6k training, clearly enough to open up this pack. Now again, my main goal has been to save this training and get ready for the 87 overall jump, but with two pretty good cards in packs from the champion standpoint that I wouldn't mind getting, plus Vince Young, which could make us a lot of coin, and then last week's cards, which are Vernon Davis and Tiki Barber, not the most expensive cards, the 486 overall champions, so we're not opening up this pack to make coin unless we happen to get Vince Young, but they're all four players that I wouldn't mind putting on the team. Now, of course, I could go out and spend the coins because they're all under 150k right now. I could go out and spend the coins and get them and kind of get a better value for my coins versus the training we're about to dump in here, but I'm basically going to risk it here, and this is something I probably shouldn't be doing again. We're going to take a leap of faith here and hope that this works out for us. So let's go ahead and open it up, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the episode. Really, whatever we get in this pack is going to kind of dictate exactly what we do from this point going forward. But let's just see the Season 1 or LTD animation. We get neither, which means we're getting a champion level card, and it's going to be Vernon Davis, which was not a great result, but it is still a card that I did want to put on the squad. So we got a huge upgrade at the position. We just lost some value there with the training we spent to get this card, but overall, I'm still not severely disappointed. So the other thing that's taking place at this very moment with Vince Young being in packs is that Anthony Hill Jr., which is one of the LTDs from the Season 1 drop, is tanking in price, and this is a card I've absolutely had my eye on, and I was willing to spend about 450k on him because he's going to give us speed at the linebacker position, which we desperately need. For 343k, we have enough coins to do it. I'm going to go ahead and make the pickup. He might get a little bit less expensive compared to the price I'm about to pay, but I'm still happy with this because he's an LTD. He's going to quick sell always and forever for 250k, which means we just got him for under 100,000 coins as a rental. And with this card and this speed at this position, especially because we're running 6-1 defense right now, like, I don't see a situation where I'm going to be getting rid of this card anytime soon. This is a huge upgrade for our defense. Now, if we fast forward roughly about 36 hours later from the part that you just saw me record, it's now Monday evening, and we do have the content scheduled for the week. A lot of stuff on the way, including a summer rush, which is either going to be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That will likely cause a market crash, and I'm happy to see, even with that happening, that the Anthony Hill Jr. card that I picked up, he's down in price compared to what I got him for, but not by that much. So I don't feel terrible about my decision. You know, that along with the fact that not only we're getting the Rush program this week, but two additional promos. If you take a look at the content schedule for this week, there is certainly a lot going on, a lot of new cards on the way, and if there are any other cards that you had your eye on, you should definitely hold off on purchasing them. I mean, I've been saying this since last week, and not only that, but later this afternoon, we are going to get 6 brand new names of the game cards in the game. And as you may have noticed here, we got 2 88 overall LTDs, 4 87 overall champions, which means we did see the OVR increase that I predicted last week, and that means 85s are surely going to be very cheap, but 86 overall champions are going to go down in price as well. So if you were looking to make pickups, this is certainly going to be the week for it. I've definitely been telling you guys to hang on to your training, your coins, your money, everything, and I kind of went against the exact opposite advice that I gave. But with the training, we took a risk there on the Vernon Davis, and with Anthony Hill Jr., I don't see him getting that much cheaper. I am okay with the price that I paid on him, but we are now down to not having a ton of training or coins, so what did I go ahead and do? I played Study Hall, and you can see in this screenshot here, we had 9 out of 10 wins, 0 losses. You can lose 3 games, or technically 2 games, before you get to that 10-win mark. But if you are unaware, you do get a free entry into Study Hall every single week. I think you give the entry token every Monday, and if you can get 10 wins before you lose 3 games, the main payout here is going to be 50,000 coins. So we went ahead and played Study Hall and got that. Also, if you've just simply been logging into the game every single day, yesterday being Sunday marked the 22nd day, or you being able to reach level 22, which means you got a free 83 overall B&D player. You know, most of you are probably not going to get a player that can help your team. You can see here, I got David DeCastro. He won't help. I actually have his 85 on the squad, but it'll be free training, and we got some cards that we're going to be quick selling here towards the end of the video. But just keep in mind, keep logging in, because every day you do so, you're getting closer to level 36. And once you reach that point, I think you could only miss like maybe 4 or 5 days, but once you reach that level 36, you got an 87 overall B&D player pack on the way. And it won't stop there, and we're probably still a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks away from that. But as we approach level 50, and of course, you can buy your way up to level 50 right now if you're unaware. We're not going to do that, even though we have pre-order points left to spend. Still a No Money Spent squad. We're going to save those pre-order points for future premium field passes for seasons 2, 3, and 4. But at level 50, if you do have that premium pass, you got the 87 overall Xavier Scott on the way, but you get an additional 87 overall player. And then at level 51, you get that upgrade token, which essentially is going to give you another free 87 overall player at the end of season 1, rolling into season 2. And there's a lot of additional rewards as you get past those levels. But level 50 and 51 are really, really important. So make sure you're staying up to date on your daily objectives. Weeklies and milestones will update and refresh on Thursdays. So there's really nothing else left in the game right now to grind out XP wise. We'll have to go ahead and wait until Thursday for more of that. So after knocking out those 10 Study Hall wins, we got the 50K. We've played a bunch of solos as well, and we got free packs to open up. Currently sitting at 121,000 coins, barely over 2,000 training. Hopefully these free packs that we're about to open will boost up the economy, our own economy that is. I'm sitting on right now 32 coin packs. I'm going to continue to hang on to these. The goal is to get to like 50 or more, and then we'll open them all up at the same time. Not expecting a ton of coin from them because they're just not that lucrative for us, unfortunately. The max you're going to get out of these is 5K, and that happens pretty infrequently. But we do have, like I said, we finished Fresh Faces solos. We do have some Fresh Faces solo packs to open up. We got some alumni packs, and I started another grind towards 24-0 on the Names of the Game event, but I stopped after 6-0 because with those brand new cards they're going to be dropping tomorrow, I'd rather earn those packs after they come out so we can chase after the 87 and 88 overall players. Plus, the first 2 reward packs that you get from this Name of the Game event, they don't often give you Name of the Game cards, and as you can see in the first pack, we didn't get any of those, so I'm not really expecting any, to be honest. It's really the reward packs 3, 4, 5, and up that tend to give out the promo cards, so that's what we're going to attack when those new cards come out and that overall increase officially happens. But I'm hoping that everything we are opening up in this video will get us closer up to that 300K range, or 3,000 range, I should say, because at this point, with all of the new promos dropping and the OVR increase starting with the next NOTG release, I'm hoping to see some 87 plus training packs in the store, therefore, you know, guaranteeing us a brand new card if we go ahead and open them up. They're probably going to be 3,000, maybe even 3.2K pricing wise, as far as training goes. So we'll have to wait and see. So far, we're hitting the bare minimums. We'll do the 83 plus pack at the very end. We got an 80 plus pack here, which is going to give us another David DeCastro. We now have his 80, his 83, and his 85. One more additional 80 plus pack. These are from the most recent solos that dropped this past Sunday. And we're going to get in our second one here, 82 overall Gronk. Better than the bare minimum. That's all I can really ask for. That's going to give us a little bit more training. And from this 83 plus Fresh Faces pack, I sure would love an 85 or an 86. Don't know the likelihood of that actually happening. I don't know if there's a special animation that I'm not familiar with. But wow, that just happened. We got the 85 overall and 85 speed Nick Anderson. This card is getting outdated, but for me, this is actually a huge upgrade and a big W from a free pack. I will give you the full team update here in a moment now that we're adding 3 key cards, including that Nick Anderson that we just pulled. But let's get rid of the cards that are in the binder that we are not using on the team and add the training we're going to get from quick selling these cards to what we currently have, which is not a ton. A grand total of 15 cards to quick sell, and it's going to give us 834 training, actually a little bit more than I expected. So we're now at almost 2.9k, and now going forward, we're going to jump back into that Names of the Game event, try to stack those packs and open them up after the brand new cards release. Eventually, we're going to open them up in the next episode. Hopefully, we get some lucky pulls, but if not, we know we got more training on the way. So here is the full lineup update on the offensive side of the ball. Again, Nick Anderson might not be an amazing card for most of you watching, but an 85 speed receiver who I believe is like 6'4" in height is going to be huge for us, right? So we put him on the roster along with Squirrel White and Mekhi Muse. I'm very happy with the trio of wide receivers we have for Carson Beck, and Vernon Davis is also a new addition, an 85 speed tight end. So we have a really good offense now. I haven't really been struggling to score a lot of points. It's more the defense that's been the problem, but I'm happy with the weapons that we have, and we will definitely be keeping an eye out on Vince Young, because if he continues to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and we can get him for rental price, we're talking, lower 300K range. Remember, the rental method is great because whenever we want to move on from our quarterback, if we can get another LTD QB at 300K, we're getting 250 of that 300 we would need back from Carson Beck, because we can just go ahead and quick sell that card. And the same exact thing is going to apply with Squirrel White when we're ready to add another wide receiver. We got 250K coming back from him as well. So offense looks good, and we have coins, available to us for upgrades at 2 key positions. On the defensive side of the ball, we got Anthony Hill Jr. That's really all we wanted to add, is a faster linebacker, and we were able to do that. But hopefully we can add more faster linebackers, and with all of the new content that's going to be dropping this week, hopefully we get a few of them to go in there and add. But there is the defense, and we are still sitting, unfortunately, at an 83 OVR. But I think by the time we got a couple promos this week under our belt, we add some new cards here, we'll be at an 84 OVR pretty soon. But we're close to 3K training. The coin count is not really where I want it to be, so we're going to jump back and start grinding college overtime, play some more offline events, maybe run through another 10 wins on Study Hall to get that 50K, and just get ready and gear up for all the new promos and the market crash coming this week. That's all I got for now. Thank you for tuning in to another one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.